Just wanted to show you some different kind of papers that I use for collages and printing, of course. That's the Awagami. It's a very good kind of paper that comes from Awagami, Japan. And also this one. It's very cool. It's 110 GSM, and it's got some strength and body compared with other Japanese papers, and they're very good for both printing, collaging, watercolors and everything. I also use this kind of paper for layering. I'm not too sure if it's mulberry. It's a beautiful kind of paper that, of course, it's got the transparency as a peculiarity. So that's very good for collaging and layering. It's another kind of paper. So yeah, the idea is to show you how to optimize all prints like that. Random offcuts that can be used for collaging, especially also photographic details from books or your own photos. They're also very good. As you can see, you can generate combinations and compositions, sorry, and combinations of colors and textures. You can, of course, decide what to do. I'll put it under here. Something like that. The beauty of this is that with this Japanese rice glue, you can sort of attach the top of the print, and it's a very good way to generate compositions and keep them in a good way, stored for some exhibitions, artist books, visual diaries and so forth. So quickly start showing you how would I do and what would I do with a pile of offcuts I've got. And then never forget that this is just the first layer of something else we'll do on top after all. It's an old kind of paper, so it's a bit dirty and rough, but that's okay. Just wanna show you a sample. It's a great glue, this one. I do it here, so don't, of course, get the paper dirty here. After all, we put this one under weight. I normally glue just the top of the image because that allows me to put other layers underneath and implement the composition. So like in this case, I'll do it like that. You can actually dilute this paste. It's quite thick, so it doesn't have to be pure 100%. Of course, be careful with the excess of glue popping out if you put something on top, because that can always damage the surface. Of course, this is just copy paper, so the glue in there can actually buckle up the paper, and maybe that can generate a problem for your composition. These are all sorts of different kind of papers, of course, that can be added or not. I like to keep it very simple, eventually something like that, but not now. Photographic details can be good as well, especially compared and combined with other technical drawings or maps. Because the texture of this and this is similar, can be also very noisy and strong. That's why I like to work with the white of the background to keep the a lighter composition. It's always good to have a couple on the go, like printing plates, because you can start layers with similar images and then you know, change them up. In this case I want to do that to break this thing and to go back to the map. Of course, on top now ink can be added and so many other things too. Even just drop of color like that. This is a different piece of origami, 110 GSM, and that's a photo from the Pinnacles. It's a beautiful place up north, nearby Perth, where there are these formations of rocks. They're beautiful, and they sort of remind me this shape I've done through the Pro Artica demos. And I was just looking at them like that, just wondering. I think I'll start like this. Oh, I won't glue it for now because I want to understand how this can work. So I might just take some photos and see what's the best way to combine these, and I'll be happy with that. Yeah, I glue it. I think I really want to dilute this glue because I can feel it's fairly thick. And it's good, but at the same time we don't need as much stickiness. I do it here on the side because I don't want to get the final piece dirty. You can of course put a perspex and work on top if that helps the composition. Now in this case, as I've just said, I flick this piece of paper underneath, under pressure, so it will dry up nice and flat without buckling and differences. That's just dirty. See, this is just a start. I can see a bit of color. That could be some orange or interventions later on when the paper is dry. I hope this makes sense, but it's endless what we can do, you know, like something like that. Need another rock with this and the photographic. Look. And it's good if you have time for playing around and understanding composition. It's so important. See also this, that's weird because adds this sort of seed of bean on top of the fold. Quite like this one by itself, to be honest. So I want go ahead with that option. Really strong. That's actually my mustache. Quite interesting. So something like that, it's already interesting to me. Because there is a variety of effects. The monotype, trace monotype and contact, gum print and a printed plate with some monoprinting on top. So this could be the start of something that maybe requires another layer of something on top with, can be also an acetate. So you can also combine and check how color would work without interfering with the composition. So I glued this up because I quite like it, and I'll let them dry like the rest and see what's gonna happen in the next session. I put some of the glue just on the top of this. That would be enough. and again under pressure.